here, and hello everyone. I know some of you who are on the call may be familiar with Lane Bryant, and some of them not. So I'll just take you through a little history of Lane Bryant, where we started, where we are today. Basically, Lane Bryant obviously is a retail women's apparel clothing, and our primary focus is on plus size clothing. We were founded in 1904, so almost a century old or century plus old company or organization, and our core focus always has been on the plus sizes and plus size fashion. We truly believe in style goes beyond size, and plus is equal. And we try to serve day in, day out for that particular market, but also at the same time focus on a broader spectrum of other sizes as well, which we'll touch upon in the next slide. And at Lane Bryant, we truly believe that every woman can and will achieve what she wants, and that possibilities are endless and boundaries are meant to be pushed. And day in, day out, we strive to achieve, and we try to give her the best of the looks possible. We clearly focus on not calling out that plus sizes and messy sizes and all the stuff. We make sure that fashion is for every woman, and regardless of the size she is in. And obviously, as I mentioned earlier, Lane Bryant was our founder 100 years ago, and she found the ingenious solutions and pioneered our fashion for women who didn't have a place at that time. And now, over a century later, we are still creating possibilities for women of all shapes and sizes every day. And we still focus on very much to do what we can do to get her fit and look great, regardless of the size. We can move to the next slide, Scott. Yep. So, so we primarily, obviously, we have a couple of internal brands. Our primary focus is on apparel fashion, where we sell tops, jeans, dresses, sweaters, coats, and all the stuff. And the other side of the business is primarily focused on intimate apparel with our Kasik Intimates brand. And we are proud to say Kasik has sold over 150 million bras for a woman of all sizes. One of our core partnerships, we began our journey with partnering with TrueFit sometime late or mid 2017. And one of the great things we did with TrueFit as part of the partnership is launch a bra finder. Intimates are very tricky, and we still find that a lot of women struggle to find the right choice or right size for her, whether she's shopping online or in store. And that's where TrueFit and us partnered and launched our Kasik bra finder. And the results are pretty amazing. You can see our SVP from Kasik's quote at the bottom of the slide, where obviously that tool has created a lot of loyalty for us from our customers, and they use day in, day out to find out what size fits her best, and at the same time also we recommend her what are available in her particular size using TrueFit's technology. Yeah, these are some of our success metrics with respect to TrueFit, and it has been a pretty amazing journey in the past couple of years. We have been partnered with them, and we are seeing TrueFit users make up about 20% of our Lane Bryant shoppers, and the checkouts make up to 28% of checkouts, and TrueFit users have been converting more than our regular users, 14%, while our regular conversion is 9%, which is huge for us. So getting into the piece of this meeting itself in terms of partnerships and how we kind of coined this across multiple of our partners, including TrueFit, and TrueFit has been great in chiming in and pitching in to move this forward. While as an organization we have a broader strategic goals in terms of this particular webinar itself. One of the key things which has always has been in our back of mind was how do we optimize partner technology ecosystem itself and create relevant shopping experiences for consumers. I mean, that's where we started, and that has been one of our core strategic goals for 2019 itself. Yeah, so I mean, every organization in the past couple of years is striving to create that personalized, relevant shopping experiences for the customer, and that's where we are also focused. And our main goal was to create how do we create those humanized experiences for her. And as most of you guys who are on the call, in terms of if you're in retail, you already know, engaging customers at a individual level can be challenging, and that has always been a challenge everyone is trying to address at different levels. How do we make our business more personalized? How do we get her the right recommendations at the right time, or give her the experiences at the right time, right? I mean, we can always talk in day out about elevating the human experiences, but unless we do something differently, it doesn't mean really anything, right? And obviously, everyone is involved in it, connecting with customers, employees, partners in more significant ways, and also rethinking of how we do the business. And the bigger and more complex the organization is, the harder it is to get everyone to change. And that's where, as part of our multiple in customer insights, a lot of data has been collected in terms of customer feedback, insights, and various other channels within our organization. And our goal always has been like, how do we create relevant, engaging, and innovative experiences across all the touch points for her? And we identified a couple of them which stood out, and there are others as well. And how do we differentiate ourselves while plus size market is a niche market? Obviously, there are a lot of other entries within this market itself. Different retailers are trying to enter into this market, and how do we, as a niche plus size retailer, how do we make that differentiation itself, and show her the difference when she shops with us? How do we enable, whether it being in our stores or online or even in our contact center, how do we enable each of our experts who could truly put her first and assist her in the right way? And also at the same time build and instill confidence in her. How can we revolutionize that category itself with an experience that is so personal and convenient that she will have no doubt that she's making the right choice? While e-commerce or digital experiences and shopping is growing, she still leans towards the brick and mortar as well, stepping in there to find the right size or touch the material even before she buys. So there are trade-offs, but absolutely we want to focus and give that omni sort of experience of wherever she is coming and shopping with us. One of the biggest opportunities we have seen as part of this, while a lot of organizations are, and we are too, investing in terms of technology, and which is obviously collecting a lot of data, and how do we serve her? What we have seen or what we observed is there are a lot of other partners, TrueFit and Snaps and Bluecore, all of those guys we partner with. And what we have seen is they have a lot of structured data with them, and we should really utilize that. I mean, that's where that optimizing of partner technology ecosystem has come into play with us, and how do we connect each of them and leverage data across their boundaries without probably not stepping on each other, and get an ultra connected ecosystem where, per se, TrueFit shows an X size for her. How can we leverage that X size across our channels so that we are making a recommendation to her in the email? How do we show a relevant product which is existing on our site in stock in her size, so that when she clicks on that product, she looks that, wow, the size is available, so I can shop for it, rather than making the experience cumbersome where there are certain email recommendations which go out where the product is great, the customer likes it, she clicks on it, but the size does not exist. I mean, every one of us have experienced it, right? So that's where this ultra connected ecosystem paves the path to achieve our goal. And this is basically before we thought of connecting our ecosystem with all the partners together, right? So each of digital engagement, store engagements, we use a lot of partners. We kind of slided away from the word vendor because that kind of draws a line. Sometimes when we say vendor, they come and implement and we forget about them, and we just pay them once a year when they raise their invoices, right? So we started calling them more of partners, because there is a partnership which is there where they are investing a lot of time and energy into the organization as well, which they are serving. And before we coined this connected ecosystem to some of our partners, everyone was working on their own, like certain visual merchandising and other stuff which are powered by Reflections, one of the personalized engine. They power their own recommendations, and it's showing what it has to do to the customer. It's working great to an extent, but it's not giving that personalized or relevant sort of experience to her. Similarly, everybody was working individually on their own. We can go to the next slide, Scott. Yeah. So what we did is, what I was primarily tasked within my organization was, how can we get our partners onboarded, where we can connect them to each other and talk to each other to see how they can partner and leverage data which they have to power those relevant experiences and personalized experiences for her. So we are truly talking more on a one-to-one rather than one-to-many type of recommendations. So we have individually pitched in this idea to some of our partners and said, hey, this is the plan and this is what we want to go forward. Are you interested? And we did get yeas and nays from some of them. And in March of 2019, that's when we did a partner strategy summit with about 15 partner organizations, brought them all together into one room. They have been talking offline once we connected them to figure out what's the better way they can partner with each other and bring that wow experience to our customers. And we were part of the journey, hand-holding and driving. We were also putting our strategy forward on, this is what we want to do. Can we achieve versus not? How can we achieve it? Those were all the discussions. And in March of 2019, we had an all-day session where we brought in all the partners together and defined the goals of the partnership, how they are partnering together, made them present to us, what they are thinking, and how can we achieve those synergies across them, and moving it forward. So once we had the partner session, you can already see there are some of our partners who started working together with each other. That Reflection, Snaps, Bluecore, Oracle, Narvar, TrueFit, they all started exchanging data with each other and powering certain relevant experiences. And that's where one of our chatbot strategies also has come into play. Yeah. So Snaps, who is part of this presentation. So essentially, we partnered with them, and they are already a partner with TrueFit as well, where we were embarking a journey of AI conversational assistant, looking at it both prongs in terms of how can we utilize it for personalization and shopping experiences, and on the flip side also looking at the bottom line in terms of 24/7 customer service, and how can we drive site visits socially as well. And that's where Snaps and TrueFit have been a great partner there, and Reflections and one of our other partner organizations also. And as part of this connected ecosystem, we launched our first conversational assistant on Facebook Messenger, and we are also marching towards launching it on our website, where we have connected a lot of data points here across these partner organizations, and we are truly giving her a personalized and recommendations when she searches for a product, or also at the same time giving her highly engaging notifications. We are actually seeing a good momentum in terms of the bot itself, and there is a lot more strategy which is involved into it, and that's going to come up in upcoming months. But it has been a truly great journey where it's really great to see all of these organizations partnering with each other and removing those lines of boundaries across them. And strongly feel that while every organization is investing in technology on their own, there is no one single platform which can achieve everything. That's where our partners are coming in and pitching in and to fill in those